Good morning, students. So I hope you all are safe and happy at your home with your parents, and you must be little bit worried about your studies, as these are your career classes. Your board examination will be there, so you must be little bit worried. So don't worry, just start with that list. So today we are starting. Today what we are going to discuss here, that is some of the topics of Unit One. Unit One, your chemistry. Unit One topics are which we are going to discuss today. They are crystal lattice, unit cell, and packing in crystals. So I just want to mark the name of the chapter. See on the board, that is solid state. This is chapter, and the topics which we are going to discuss today, mainly they are crystal lattice and unit cell. So I think these topics can be well understood in the form of PPTs. I have prepared, I have worked, I tried to work so that it will become easy for you guys to understand these topics. So let us see the PPT. So I want to show you guys, this is the PPT. So first topic was crystal lattice. This is crystal lattice. In plus one class you were always confused when you were asked what is lattice energy. So you always ask this, what is the meaning of this lattice. First time you will come to know about this lattice. This actually represent a crystal, the packing of particle within the crystal, the packing of particles within the crystal, that represent a lattice. And crystal packing of constant particle, that combinedly named as crystal lattice. Now question arises, if particles are closely packed in solid, then this should be a solid. Then why this is written in this form? Because in chemistry we can't study them, they are so close, so we can't see away, we can't see the next side of the solid, we can't study that clearly. For that we need to study these particles in the form of lattice points. We take them in the form of lattice point, and in the form of lattice point, when they are taken, we can visualize whole of the crystal clearly so that we can study it properly. Now question next was unit cell. So unit cell, I just want to say, you can see the crystal lattice. This is the smallest repeating unit, a cubic like structure which is repeating again and again to form this crystal lattice. This is repeated again and again, and due to this repetition of this unit cell, small pink colors unit cell, this big space lattice is formed. Now this can be of many type, and but at its type, it can be classified in two ways. First, on the basis of number of atom per unit cell. This is of two type, permittive cell and non-permittive cell. I want to show you, this is permittive cell in which constant particles are only at the corner. But when constant particles are at the corner as well as at the inside the body of the unit cell, on the faces of the unit cell, on the two ends, parallel ends of the unit cell, then we call that as non-permittive cell. Now I'm suggesting you, they are of two type, permittive atoms at the corner and non-permittive atom at the corner as well as on the faces, as well as at the center of the body, as well as on the parallel to any two phases. And we have classified this unit cell on the basis of number of atom per unit cell, means they all have different number of atom in their unit cell. Now we can calculate them with the help of this diagram. Now this diagram is most important one. In this diagram they have clearly suggested how atom of the corner has been distributed in 8 unit cell of its neighborhood. That's why only 1/8 part of it will come in this unit cell. That's why when we will calculate it, we take in simple unit cell number of total atoms at the corner are 8, but at the corner one atom is contributing only 1/8 part of it. That's why it into 1/8, and total number of atom actually 1. I want to suggest you that if corner atoms, they will be taken, the the cutted pieces, they will be taken and they will be joined together, then one complete unit will be formed, one complete atom will be formed. Now I am repeating again and again this constant particle. So you must know constant particle means those particles which are constituting this solid. They can be atoms, they can be molecules, they can be ions. Now let us, this is in this same way the number of atom per unit cell are calculated for body center, for face centered as well as for end centered. One other kind of classification is on the basis of parameter A, B, C and alpha, beta, gamma. Now question may be asked, what is this A, B, C and alpha, beta, gamma? Alpha, beta, gamma are these angles. You can see the cursor. Alpha, beta, gamma are these angles between the edges, and A, B, C are the length of these edges. So on the basis of that, there are of 7 types. You can see I have suggested all the diagram. I have given them diagrammatically so that you can visualize them properly. So here in the form of these variation, due to these variation, they are basically of 7 types: cubic, orthorhombic, tetragonal, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal and rhombohedral. Now some of the students are confused how they will memorize these names or how they will memorize these variation in their parameters of edge length as well as parameters of angle. So don't worry, I have made a slogan for you, that is CT ohm HRT. CT, I am repeating again, CT ohm HRT. C means cubic, T means trigonal, ohm orthorhombic, monoclinic and TRC triclinic, rhombohedral and hexagonal. And this why I have arranged them with the help of slogan, because if I will see they all are same, they all are same. Cubic, then CT tetragon, only one variation, then ohm, O, two variations. So one disordered arrangement has been taken according to my order so that it can be memorized easily, and this will be very helpful or useful for your competitive examination. There you may be asked, such type of arrangement is possible in which of the following: number A, B, C, D, monoclinic, triclinic. So you can go for the answer if you know this chart, and this chart can be memorized or this can be learned with the help of this slogan. That's why I'm suggesting you. Now you can go through these structures, and these structures just matter of the practice. So when you will practice them, you will definitely out of it. Now next I talk about arrangement of constant particle. I will take you directly on that. Arrangement of constant particles in crystal lattice, that is known as packing in crystal. In crystal, they are packed in 3 ways: one dimensional packing, two dimensional packing and three dimensional. In one dimensional, they are packed on a single axis, two dimensional on a plane, and it is again of two types: square as well as hexagonal. And they can be compared like this: if they are straight, then it forms square; if they are taken one between two, then they are hexagonal close packing. And three dimensional, there are three types: cubic as well as, if A wide is used, then ABC packing like this, if A wide is used. And if V wide is used, V. Now this is A wide. I want to suggest you, these are A wides. This. These are B wides. B. These are A wides. A. These are B wides. If you will you will always use these B wides. Then by the use of B wides, you always get AB packing. A layer, then B, then A again repeat, then B repeat, then A repeat. And if you will go with A wide, then this will be type ABC. Then repeated layer will be the fourth one. So these are the different type of packings. So with that, I just want to suggest you, with the help of these PPTs, you can visualize this structure, these three-dimensional, one-dimensional, two-dimensional packing within the structures, as well as the visualization of the unit cell, what kind of shape atom can have at the corner, what type, what should be its contribution at the corner, what should be its contribution at the face. It can be better visualized with the help of this diagram. That's why I suggest you. So I hope you will go through it and you will definitely come out of it. So thanks very much. Have a nice day ahead.